Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. I know there's no video for Monday, but I feel like this weekend was just very lazy. But sometimes rainy days do that to you. I feel like you just get very lazy and don't want to do anything. So today we are doing what I eat in 2 days video, because I want to show 2 different recipes that I am doing. So first, I am doing another smoothie. I honestly, during the summer, get in such a smoothie mood. I got peaches from the farmer's market, which I was going to get peaches from Food Lion, but I tried to get any vegetables or fruits that I know I want. Get them at the farmer's market if possible, because you're supporting local businesses, local farmers, and that's always the better option. I've even already started on a list for things that I know I want to stock back up on now that it's getting closer to school starting, because especially with it being August 1st, man, I am starting to feel it, man. Feeling that oh my gosh, it's all starting. Grad school's gonna start soon again, and then of course you got actual work starting soon again. I still have a couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, but it still feels like it's coming faster than you realize. But I think it's a lot of it is okay, now we're actually in August. And of course I have a birthday in August too, so I always really love to do a video where I show what I got for my birthday. So once I have been given all of my gifts or things for my birthday, I especially want to do a video on that. So my smoothie tastes really funny, but I used my blender to make pesto, which I will show you at lunchtime. And so it tastes a little funky, and so, because I did wash it, but I think basil and Italian seasoning, those are things that they don't just go away like that. Sometimes they stick around, and so I think it just has a little bit of a funny taste. So my smoothie has peaches in it, strawberries. There was a Food Lion deal. Food Lion and Walmart are the only grocery stores here in where I live. There is a Health Emporium, which I like going to every now and then, but it can get really expensive, so I really try to go in there with okay, here is what I'm gonna get, and that's it. So I am hoping to go this week, but it's just because there are some things that I can get there and stock up on and get get a jar of this much, so then it lasts me for months, and rather than going to the grocery store and getting 2 bags and then 2 weeks later gotta go again. So that's the main reason why I like going there, is because I actually feel I get things to last me a while. But I also have my Vega protein powder in here as well. I try to add some sort of protein, and then of course so I'm trying to use up some almond milk that I have, but then I am finally try to do this. I wish I had done this sooner, but honestly, this summer's been crazy, and I am gonna finally, I had multiple different goals of things that I wanted to try doing this summer, and so I wanted to start trying to make my own bread, because I feel I'm always buying bread, but then I never use it, and it just sits in my freezer, and then I'm wishing I had not brought it, because it's I don't use it fast enough. Plus, I honestly have gotten, don't get me wrong, I love PB&Js, but when you eat them so often, you get so sick and tired of them, and I have just not been able, occasionally I can still eat one if that's my only option, but I've had to really switch up my lunches and really allow my food palate to explore, and just because PB&Js are just not my thing anymore. I still love peanut butter, but I just can't do PB&J anymore. So that is like, I think the main thing there is like, I finally made dough last night. I am trying this recipe I've been wanting to try forever. So the dough is still thin. It has like 3 hours left, and you have to put, so I cannot wait to show you guys that. I am going to actually use some slices of the bread for my sandwich for lunch, and then I'm going to do, I also really want to, once I finish up the milk that I have, I really want to try making my own milk, because I actually brought milk bags forever ago, but I just never had the ability to get rid of them, because I knew in my heart it was something I wanted to do. And so I'm finally, especially because like I don't like use the milk fast enough to like be like, I knew that I knew it would be better for me to make it myself, because like if you're not using it all the time, or if you're not that person who still drinks a cup of, milk at dinner time or breakfast, everybody's got their thing. I, felt like I really only use them for smoothies or like oatmeal or like those things where like, you kind of need them in the recipe to help like, make it taste a little good. And so I really only use them for that. And so I was like determined that I am going to start making it myself. And you can do it with oats, you can do it with almonds, you can do it with also rice, I think. But I mean, I am finally going to try doing that too. I am just determined to finally do all these things I've been wanting to do. And I like also made my own pesto. Well, I said that already, because that's why the smoothie tastes a little weird. But I mainly did that because I have so many leftover sunflower seeds, and there's a recipe where you can use sunflower seeds to make pesto, and I was like, I've got to do that, because I would love to be able to just, for one, it's very hard to find vegan pesto in a small town, but also because most of the time it had cheese in it. But then also, like, I would love to use up these sunflower seeds, because I don't love sunflower seeds enough to like just be like, oh, let me eat them like this. Like, no. So and like, who knows when I'm gonna use them again, like for the recipe I brought them for. So I was like, this is perfect. So I don't know. I feel like there was like one other thing I was gonna try doing. I just can't think of it right now. But I'm very excited. I think I had multiple people be like very shocked that I was like gonna like try making bread, I think. But honestly, it really wasn't that hard, and it didn't call for that many ingredients. I mean, the dough part wasn't very hard, and like you don't even have to cook the bread for very long. It's like, I think the more like intense part of it is like it has to sit for so long. And so I don't know, I feel like that's really the only like tough part. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm totally going to keep trying to do it, I think, because it's something like, I just feel like you would save so much more money if you're like making some of these things yourself that like, you don't even use a lot. Or like, now this bread recipe, you put rosemary in it, but I'm also like, you could probably throw other stuff in it if you would rather not have like a, kind of like an Italian seasoned type bread. You could probably like make it more of a breakfast bread, or make it like a, just like a sourdough bread. You could definitely try to like switch it up. So I don't know, but I will see you guys again soon for my so I will see you guys again soon, so you guys can see the bread and how it's, the dough and how it's doing, and of course when it comes out, and then of course I will see you guys at lunchtime. So bye. Hey guys, so here is the finished product for now. this is my first time ever making dough. So it is supposed to just cool for an hour, so that is what it's doing. I definitely am hoping that the next time go around it'll be better, because I do feel like there are some spots where it probably could have risen more. But honestly, I'm still proud of myself because I've never made bread like ever, so I'm very excited to see how this tastes, and hopefully after it, cools for an hour, it'll be even better. And so now I am just making some temp to hopefully have for lunch with my sunflower seed pesto that I made. And I will see you guys in a little bit to have my final taste of everything. I honestly might make bread again this week because I would really love to test it out again, just to see if maybe putting it in a different spot would work or better, or whatever it might be. So I don't know. We will see. I will see you guys soon for lunch. I am already ready for lunch, but I'll see you guys soon. Good. Hey guys. So I have not started cooking this yet, but I am doing a crock pot dish that I wanted to try. It is vegan chicken strips, some rice, some black beans, some salsa, and then some cumin, paprika, and some salt and black pepper, and that is the basics of the recipe. And then of course I got some guacamole. A lot of the avocados at the grocery store were really not that great. Were either just completely soft or either just really not worth buying, so I decided to just get guacamole, which was actually on sale anyway, so it kind of worked out. And then I also you were supposed to get roasted corn in a can, but I could not find that, so I just got frozen corn, which is usually cheaper anyways, so I just went ahead and did that. Plus, I usually will use frozen vegetables in just about anything, especially pasta dishes. So, yeah. So I just wanted to kind of give you a preview of what I will be making. It has to sit on low for 4 hours. So I'm going to wait until probably about 1 o'clock, so that way it will definitely be ready by 5. But otherwise I'm just going to let it cook and we will wait. Right now I am just literally waiting for the bread to finish cooling so that I can go ahead and have my sandwich and get rolling with that. So that is all. My temp is cooked, my bread is just cooling, and then we should be good. I made the sunflower pesto, so we should hopefully be good to go soon. So I have sliced a couple of pieces of the bread, and I also got a peach. I normally mix the pesto into some of the temp and then also put it on the bread as well, but I did not do that this time. I just so much cooking all at once that I just really wasn't thinking about it. So I am interested to try it and see how it is. So the bread is definitely really good. I think the pesto, we definitely need to switch up some of the, I know I definitely probably put too much seasonings in there, probably too much Italian seasoning, and so I ran out of basil, so I put Italian seasoning in there because I thought that was probably the best bet. And so I am thinking that especially because it was dried, I wasn't able to find fresh basil. I will have to probably cut back next time because I kind of had to do some add some water, add some more lemon juice. Definitely try to fix that next time because I have more sunflower seeds. So I totally will Plus, honestly, that like totally saves you a lot of money to just make your own pesto. So I would love to like definitely do this again. I just think I would want to like make some changes to like make it so it's not so like pop at you. And then I don't know, it's also like almost 1:30 and like dinner's literally cooking, so I'm like not super hungry at this point, like for like an actual like meal. And so I just wanted a couple of like little slices. I will say for the bread is really good, but I think that next time I definitely want to make it again, because like I feel like you just save so much more money making your own bread. Plus, like, I don't eat bread enough to the point where I'm like, oh, I gotta buy bread all the time. And I kind of hate it because it takes so much room up in my own freezer for that I can use for stuff for like, you know, meals for like just when I don't feel like cooking, or things like, you know, the frozen corn or frozen whatever, like, you know, things that are basically gonna be for recipes. So it's like, plus I like don't have an ice tray here, so I have to use like one of those little like things that makes ice on their own, like for a little ice cube. So it's like I've been having to do that as well. So I like am definitely kind of having to like do some like little changes and stuff. So I think that's kind of a big thing. But still so good. I love that like it's so just moist and soft. And I feel like it's just so much more flavorful than like the bread you buy at the store. But I think it's just so like wonderful. It's just such a nice change, like, because I feel like when you buy bread from the store, you get so sick and tired of like the same old thing. And like, honestly, I've gotten so tired of like lunch meat sandwiches, or a lot of the other things that you can use, like, you know, like PB&J. Like, I feel like I've gotten so tired of those basic things, and I've been getting so much more into cooking that like I was just so ready to finally try making bread. And although this time it kind of didn't go like I wanted it to, I'm like, I'm totally gonna do it again. So, whew. That is that. I do have one peach, but I still have like 6, and I'm mainly just using them for smoothies. So I'm throwing strawberries in too. So I will see you guys in a little bit for dinner. Bye! Hey guys, so I just wanted to pop in and I was so ready to eat that I didn't even like film. So here is my dinner all ready, and so I already ate, but I also put some guacamole on it and some cheese, and that is it. It actually turned out pretty good. I don't know if I would make it again, but I am satisfied with this. So, I will see you guys tomorrow for another meal. Bye! Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. It is the next day. I made another smoothie. This one actually tastes like 10 times better. I think a lot of it is because this peach was like super big, and so I think that just like the extra flavor and the peaches are also probably starting to get a little riper, and when I brought them they weren't like super ripe, but they were like kind of starting to get ripe, but this peach was like huge, and so this is actually really good. I have officially used up all of my milk, so I am going to try making my own milk. You know, my mom wanted me to get rid of so many of my like mason jars and stuff, but now it's like I want to get elderberry from the farmer's market. There's a girl who at the farmer's market sells like elderberry like tea, but like you can make it, basically makes elderberry syrup, and I love that for like when I'm like doing work, because I'm around so many kids and it helps boost your immune system. And of course, like now it's like I'm also doing grad school, so I even more I'm like gotta have it. And so I just find that so ironic, because I'm like, I actually kind of like feel like now is the time that I like could have used those mason jars, but that's okay. I'll make it work. Plus, like, I mean, you can always go to thrift stores and buy them. Like, they're usually pretty decent price at thrift stores. I just think that's so funny, because usually, like, it's like I like saved a lot of mason jars for that purpose of like the elderberry syrup, and then on top of that, like I knew eventually I would like to make the nut milk. I just hadn't gotten around to it because I just felt like I didn't have the time, and now it's like I'm really trying to explore like the homesteading aspect of life, and also just kind of more so like thinking about like what things I don't tend to want to buy a lot of, and how could I like save more money by like making some of my own food, like the bread and the milk. And so I am definitely excited for that. I'm finally going to water my outside plants today. I only have 2 plants outside right now. I would like to eventually get some herbs and eventually get some other, plants out there. But right now I just have a fig tree, and then I'm one of the people who I love buying like more sustainable products from. A lot of like the soaps and like shaving cream bars come in like seed flower paper, and like you can plant it and it grows wildflowers. And so I potted some seed flower paper, and so it hopefully will grow wildflowers. And so I need to also water that plant. I just haven't had to water it because it's been raining so much here lately, where it'll be like sunny and then all of a sudden it'll rain, and I'm just like so over it. The rain's great and all, but eventually you're like, I'm done. I'm ready for some like change. So I'm just gonna drink this, and then I will see you guys in a little bit. I was supposed to hang out with a friend today, but then she forgot that she had already made plans with someone else, which is totally okay. I am gonna try to actually go get some things done though. Try to like drop off some packages, and maybe even go to this bulk store that I like going to, just because like I don't really know if I'm gonna be able to go with her or not, and I like literally just want like 2 things from there, and then I want to be like out of there, and like it's on my way to the place I have to drop off some packages, so it's kind of like, why not go? The only reason why I probably wouldn't go is if it's just like too hot out. It's just been like super hot, so we'll see. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye! Hey guys, it is lunchtime. Here is my lunch. I am having some water, and then I cut a couple pieces of bread and the pesto that I made, and then some Timp and a peach. So that is what I'm having for lunch, and I'm gonna just eat this, and then probably in a little bit actually go back out and walk again. I'm very much in like a mood today where I just want to be outside and go for a walk. I already went and took some packages that I needed to mail, but I was supposed to hang out with a friend today, which I feel like I already said that, but I one of the places I was going to go with her, I really want to just go to and go ahead and get done. And so I think I might go there, just so that I can like really actually get, plus like then I get outside, I get some sun. I love sitting outside on my balcony, but I like want to walk. Like that's my thing. It's like I actually want to like go for a walk. I want to like, you know, do what I need to do. Like I don't know. Like I think yesterday was more of a day where I did do some cleaning and I did a lot of cooking. But now it's like I'm very much in that mood where I'm just like I want to be outside. I want to go, go, go. Like, which like I did do a lot of like go, go, go yesterday because cooking, but I feel like cooking is very much more therapeutic, whereas like, you know, walking like can be therapeutic, but it's also like you feel like, okay, I got some exercise, and like I've been wanting to be outside more, but it's like I also just have been very like the heat just, you know, it has been a lot for me, especially like doing the summer program. We were outside so much all the time to the point where like eventually I was like, I gotta stay out of the sun like for a little while and just take a break. So I am gonna eat and I will see you guys at dinner time. I am gonna be having the same thing for dinner I had last night. But tomorrow I am gonna start working on some stuff for dinner Thursday, which I am super excited for you guys to see. So my boyfriend doesn't know everything that goes in the meatballs that I'm going to be making. So I am very excited to see what he thinks and then be like, oh, did you know? Like, there's this in it. But my birthday is on Thursday, and so he is going to actually, like, he's going to hang out with me, but he's also going to try a vegan meal for me because he's not vegan. And I just thought it would be fun for us to actually, like, you know, stay in and, like, not only save money by doing that, but also just, like, you know, I just felt like it would be fun to actually cook. And, like, you know, personally, I love cooking. I, you know, love that I have more time for cooking right now. I know that once, like, I really want to try my best to, like, when everything comes, like grad school and work, like to really figure out how to make it so I can still be having meals ready and go, like, have a day where I just meal prep everything, even if that's Saturday or if that's Sunday, whatever it is, just make myself do it, because I just feel so much better when I actually eat food that I cook rather than a bunch of like junky food. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye! Hey guys, so we are going to take some almond and put some water in them, and we're going to just fill it like a little bit, you know, above the line, so that then they can soak for 12 hours and we can make some milk tomorrow. So I am hoping to make almond milk tomorrow. And you can make oat milk and rice milk. There's so many different options out there for like what type of milks you can make. But we're going to try doing almond milk. I went to the grocery store today. Well, not the grocery store, the health emporium today. And I got a nice big bag of almond and a big bag of dates. And so that is what we are doing. Good morning. I am going to take these almonds, and they have been soaking for 12 hours, and I'm going to pour them in here. And it is okay to just go ahead and pour the water in, but you're going to add a little bit more water and pour it on top. And now you just blend it. now we are going to take one of these milk nut bags, and I'm just going to grab one of these and pour the milk in there, and now it is time to pour it in and basically get the pulp out. You basically just want to get all the pulp out. Got to get a spoon. I will be interested to see how this goes because I've never done this before, but I have been wanting to try it. I might have like over liquefied it. Alright, so now here's the little string. Okay. Alright, so now you're just going to squeeze it to get all the milk out. And the key is to save the pulp, and you can put it in muffins or put it in other things. I don't remember what else. The person that I watched like one video just to kind of help remind me how you're supposed to do this. And you can definitely you can put the pulp in. You can put it in different things like, you know, muffins, which I actually really have been wanting to make muffins again recently, so I might do that. I even have like the flour already ready to go, so I might do that soon. So let's see, we still have a little bit more. Yeah, we're definitely getting down to like the pulp, but we still have a tiny bit more. This is turning out to be a much longer video than I expected it to be, but I just really wanted to show all these like new things that I was trying to do, because I just thought it would be fun to show and see what you guys thought. I definitely could try doing rice milk. I just don't really do like rice milk very, I don't know, rice milk is not something that I don't think I would use. Whereas like oat milk I definitely would. I mean, like, I'm sure you've seen from my videos that I use. Sorry, I just heard like a really weird noise and got distracted. I do use like oat milk creamers and stuff, and I used to buy like oat milk, but it can be more expensive, so I definitely probably would make oat milk just because it would be so much cheaper. We are going to have to wash this before we make our smoothie. But yeah, just look at all that milk that it's like making, and we will probably just rinse this out and then pour it in. Alright, so there is some of the milk I have made so far. I'm going to try to squeeze just a tiny bit more out, I think. I think next time I would definitely want to try adding more almonds in and seeing how that goes. But yeah, honestly, like, that is that. It seems like it doesn't, I feel like spending the money on the milk in the store, like, you get more for your money, but, like, if you're someone who doesn't use it all the time, then, you know, just go ahead and use it. Like, see, like, look, I got so many almonds, so, I mean, it did cost me, for the dates and the almonds, it did cost me about, like, $24, but, I mean, when you think about it, if you're someone who doesn't really, like, use a lot, then it's kind of worth it in the end. So I am going to go ahead and put this in the fridge and go ahead and let this, like, so I honestly might have to do some laundry today because I did, like, a little bit more of a messy food item. I literally, like, my groceries are, like, packed, but alright, so that is that. I am going to get a container and put the pulp and put it in the freezer because I'm probably not going to make muffins for like a week, unless I like make them ahead of time and take them with me to, you know, on vacation because I am going to go visit my family, but I don't know. We'll see. So I will see you guys in a little bit for when I make my smoothie. And of course, you know, I am gonna have my coffee because I gotta have my coffee. So I will see you guys soon while I clean this up. Bye, guys. I'm back. So I made my smoothie. It does look a little different, but it's also because I have like this spring spinach mix, and I was gonna use it for the sandwich that I've been having with that bread. But I, because it was my first go around with the bread did not get as like big or like long as I had thought it would, so I haven't been eating it. I could have made like a salad or something, but I don't know, the peaches have just been so satisfying, and so I was glad I got as many as I did, even though at first I was a little like questionable of getting them. And so I did a peach, plus they're like super ripe now, so it's like so perfect because it really adds to the flavor. I did strawberries as well. I feel like it'll be a lot of peaches from now on. There's only like I think 2 peaches left and then some strawberries, but not a lot. So we're gonna probably have to do like 1 peach and then like try like to not do as many of the strawberries because I tend to like just want to like throw in so many strawberries because I love strawberries. And then I did the protein powder, and I also did chia seeds. I absolutely love to add some chia seeds in my smoothie just for some extra health benefits. And so then I feel like that's it. I did do so I put in some of the milk, but because of the milk doesn't make as much, and I actually usually normally do this with the almond milk from the store too, where I will do half milk and half water. And then like if for some reason I feel like it needs more liquid, I will just add water because I try to like, you know, water is like really important for you anyways. Not that like, you know, nut milks aren't good for you, but I really do like, I'm a person who like, I like to try to get my water in for the day no matter what. And even especially with where I am, it's like it's just so humid right now, and so I've been really trying to do like liquid IV and like, which it's not sponsored. I've been loving that stuff because like no matter how much water I drink, I don't feel hydrated, and so the liquid IV really helps with just making me feel better. So I'm gonna have this, and then I will see you guys for lunch. I'm actually going out with a friend today, and we'll hopefully, you know, I will try to get a little Snapchat video or whatever, Snapshot, not Snapchat. I like don't even use that anymore. and try to like show what I will be having for that. I'm like really in the mood for like a matcha or like just some sort of tea, but I've also been watching this like I found this new channel on YouTube that had just gotten me so in the mood for it, and I don't know. So I will see you guys soon. Bye! Good morning. Hope you guys are doing well. I just wanted to pop on. I totally like blanked on filming lunch and like the little other things that I wanted to film, but I also just like, sometimes when you're with friends and everything, you just kind of like forget about it and like don't even remember to like bring your camera or even use your phone because you're just so like involved with your friends. And so like it's important to like step away from like, doing like the things that you're trying to do like for like professional stuff and just have fun and like just do things for yourself. So I'm having a smoothie this morning. I'm starting to get low on like fruit, so I did like one big peach this morning and then the rest of the strawberries, and then I'm trying to use up all that like salad that I thought I was going to use and then ended up not using, so I've been throwing some extra veggies in here along with my protein powder. And then I also got some dates, and I like to throw dates in with my smoothies just for some extra sweetness, plus dates are so good for you. And so I put one date in here along with the chia seeds. I am going to need to make some more milk, but I'm going to try making oat milk instead of almond milk just to make the almonds last longer. And I also would just really like to... Oat milk, apparently you don't you like either can soak it just for 2 hours or like sometimes they even say you don't have to soak it at all. So I really want to try doing like oats because I always tend to have a lot of those on hand, either to make oat flour or either just for oatmeal. So I would really like to try that because like almonds tend to be like raw almonds tend to be more expensive anyways. But anyways, that's that. I will be trying to like film a couple of things here and there today, but I can't promise that I am going to get everything done. It might just be a quick video here and there, just because I feel like today is kind of going to be more of a me day because it is my birthday, and I don't want to be super focused on doing things for, as much as I love you guys, I don't want to be doing things that I want to be focused on me today. So I am just gonna chill, and also like put in the comments below if you have any suggestions for podcasts. I like am slowly finding ones that I like, but I feel like I just need some more like podcasts to listen to because like I like listening to them while I'm knitting. Or just like sometimes in the morning, I prefer to listen to those while I drink coffee rather than YouTube. I'm really trying to like, even before I go to bed, just drink some tea and like read a book. I'm trying to do that more often, get back in the habit of that because I was doing really good about that back when I was working, and I'm trying to slowly get back into that routine, especially because I feel like I just spend way too much time on electronics. And so I would love for you guys to put in below like some suggestions for podcasts or even like books, like because I really love doing like overdrive on my Kindle. I do like some like paper books. I used to love those, but I do find that I also tend to give them away too. There are only certain books I've ever like kept and will never give away. So, and a lot of like books where they're poems, those are the ones that I would never like, give away too. That's another thing I've been trying to do is get back into my poetry because I just have been so bad about that. So, trying to just get back into a lot of the hobbies that I have either gotten away from trying to knit some for me because I've been so focused on knitting for the farmer's market, and as much as I love doing that, I feel like sometimes it gets stressful because you're like trying to make sure you have something for everybody, and I just finally was like, you know what, this is something I've been wanting to work on, so I'm going to do this for me. So I'm so excited for my boyfriend to try the meal that I'm making tonight. I did have him get his own pasta because I'm doing zucchini noodles. But, oh, I cannot wait for him to try these meatballs because there's a little secret to the recipe that he doesn't know about. You guys will get to see it. And he'll, of course, find out once he tried one. I'll tell him. And he cooks. He's a very good, he was a chef before COVID. So, who knows? Maybe he'll be able to figure it out. But, I don't know. So, I will see you guys in a little bit, and hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye! Hey guys, so here are the eggplant meatballs. So eggplant is kind of like the secret ingredient in here. And then of course there are garbanzo beans in it, or I like to call them chickpeas. But I honestly would say that this is not my best time of when I made them. I have made them better. I haven't tried them yet, so they're probably good. I just feel like I have it's more of the when you grind them up. I feel like I could have grinded them up better, but they're also not supposed to be ground up completely. They're supposed to have some chunkiness to them. So I don't know. We will see how they go tonight. I have the rest of them in the oven because it's very hard to put them all in at once, and plus I have a very small oven. So, we will see. Hey guys, so I am going to go ahead and in this video here, this is actually gonna end up being a pretty long video, but once my boyfriend comes over, I just want to focus on doing that and just not worrying about anything else. And so I just wanted to go ahead and cut this video here. I ended up having this just be one video all in one, so if it is confusing, I am sorry. But it was just I wanted to show so many different things. So you will be watching this Friday, so I will already have had my birthday. I will be doing something else for my birthday on Friday, just for fun with my family because I will be going to visit them. But otherwise, this is pretty much the video for the week. I normally try to do more than that, but I don't know. This week was a very crazy week of trying to figure out what I even wanted to do, and sometimes it's like that, right? So I will see you guys soon, and I will talk to you next time. Bye!